In this video I tried making money online with print on demand for 30 days. I will show you exactly how I did it, which problems I faced, the tools I used, and of course how much money I made. Print on demand is a business where you sell products with your design printed on, but the products are not being printed until you receive an order. On day 1 I created an account on Redbubble, TeePublic and Spreadshirt, and I called my clothing brand Load Art. Amazon had to first approve me and Spreadshirt was unable to find my address, which I also had to approve. So in the meantime I only used Redbubble and TeePublic. For this project I used 3 different softwares: Merch Informer, Placeit and Canva Pro. To set up my storefronts I used a template from Canva to create a banner and a logo for my clothing brand. Then I created an Instagram page to drive traffic to my storefronts. I named it Load Art Clothing, so that anybody who sees my posts immediately knows that I'm a clothing brand. And now I just had to find trending topics to create designs on. For the first few days I used Merch Informer to find trending keywords and topics. It worked like this. I either used the Keyword Cloud, which shows trending keywords for the current day, or the Merch Hunter, which shows best-selling shirts on Amazon, so that I knew which designs actually would sell. When I finally found something with low competition and high demand, I hopped over to Canva and started creating a design. It's very simple. There are tons of graphics and fonts that make creating designs very easy. But there was one major issue with this method. It took way too long to actually find a topic with high demand and low competition that wasn't trademarked or copyrighted. Copyrights and trademarks are a thing you want to know about when starting with print on demand. I avoided creating designs on celebrities or TV shows, and when I had a phrase or a word I wasn't sure about if I can use it, I hopped over to tmsearch.uspto.gov and checked the phrase or word on trademarks. If there was a trademark registered, I checked if it was live or dead. If it was live, I checked if it was trademarked on Apparel. If yes again, I stayed away from it. The second issue with Merch Informer was that the Keyword Cloud suddenly stopped working. I contacted the support, but it didn't help me. So I used the second method to find good design ideas. In one of Greg Gottfried's videos, he used an app called WordSwag, which basically generates funny phrases for t-shirt designs. I downloaded the app and generated a few phrases. Then I went over to Canva, chose a good looking font and exported the images with a transparent background. Every time I finished the design, I went on Placeit.net and created a mockup on it, which I then posted on Instagram. For every post I used about 6 hashtags with 10 to 40,000 posts on it, so that my post would show up on the hashtag page. And when it came to generating followers, I used the good old follow to follow strategy, which got me about 10 followers per day. Sometimes I downloaded t-shirt designs from Placeit. The problem was that most of the time the designs I downloaded there were already being sold by someone who had the same idea. So I can't really recommend Placeit for t-shirt designs. On day 8, I still hadn't made my first sale yet and Amazon rejected my application. But the good news was that Spreadshirt approved my address, so now I could upload my designs to a third storefront. On day 9, I switched my strategy again. This time I used the trending searches section on Redbubble. If you go to Redbubble and click on the search bar, it shows you the current most trending searches on Redbubble. So what I did was to only create designs for that specific searches. It worked pretty good. Sometimes the searches were a little weird.
Oh my god, bro. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man? This is haram!
I didn't create designs on those. Anyways, I continued to create 2 designs per day and I noticed to get more favorited designs on Redbubble, but still not a single sale. I also noticed Spreadshirt regularly rejecting my designs because of alleged copyright infringements. I can tell you that Spreadshirt definitely was the worst of all the print-on-demand sites I used. The uploading process was slow and impractical. I had to wait days for every design just to be approved, and sometimes Spreadshirt rejected my designs out of nowhere, even though I had the full rights to them. On day 15, I still hadn't made my first sale yet, and Amazon rejected me again. I did everything Greg Gottfried told in his video to write in a Merch by Amazon application letter, and the people in the comments under his video were mostly all being approved. In another YouTube video I watched, they said that it's just luck to get accepted and you should just keep trying and finally you will get accepted. So that's what I did. The very next day something crazy happened. In order to save free speech, Elon Musk finally bought Twitter. I created a few designs on his tweet, "The bird is freed," and I risked being taken down because of copyright infringement. But none of the designs sold. From day 16 to 28, nothing really special happened. Except me being rejected the third time by Merch by Amazon. Whatever. I also noticed something strange on Redbubble. Normally, I just type in the topic of my design and copy the text from the design that is showing up on the top of the page, because that one has the best text. But this time, the creator of the design managed to find a way to use about 30 words in one tag. Normally, you can only use 3 to 4 words per tag. This is very unfair, because you can only use 15 tags per design. I tried to find answers online, but I still don't know to this day how he does this.
I guess we'll never know.
However, I had only 2 days left to make my first sale, or I would lose the challenge. On day 29, nothing changed and suddenly the last day of the challenge came around. Day 30. The last design I uploaded was a pickleball graphic that I created because it was on the trending searches section on Redbubble. But then, when I was about to go to sleep, I received an email from TeePublic, which said that I just made a t-shirt sale on the pickleball graphic I created a few hours ago. You can't imagine how happy I was at that moment. I felt like fucking Bruce Wayne. I mean, I only made a royalty of $3, but it just felt different because I made it completely off the internet. At the end of the day, I still made a loss of $22 because I bought a Merch Informer and a Placeit subscription, which I didn't even really need it. So I could have been profitable. I'm currently editing the video and I just made my second sale. This time I made it on Redbubble to someone from the UK. The profit margin is about €2 and it's a design that I created with the trending searches strategy. If I would do this challenge again, I would only use Canva Pro and the trending searches strategy on Redbubble. If you want to try out print on demand, make sure to use my link in the description when creating your TeePublic account. Subscribe right now if you watched this far. I hope this video was helpful to someone out there. I'll see you in the next one.